During pickleball, you need to be prepared for every shot, and you don't want to make any mistakes. As what they say, a team who controls the net controls the match. A miscalculation in court can adversely affect your performance. That's why you should avoid these 7 hard-shot defending mistakes I used to make, and how I stopped doing them. Hello and welcome to Pro Pickleball Media, your #1 spot for all pickleball content. Our channel is dedicated to the fastest-growing sport in the United States, and we cover all fun and exciting things related to pickleball. So if you love pickleball and want to learn more about it, just take a second to subscribe and press the bell icon so you don't miss any of our video. Now let's get right into the video. Number 7. The inability to predict your opponent's shots. The best way to defend in pickleball is to always be ready for shots, anticipate them, and move your feet quickly. Pickleball requires great anticipation, and players who fail to predict their opponent's shots may have difficulty responding. In order to avoid this, focus on improving your anticipation skills. By observing your opponent's tactics, body language, and shot choices, you'll be better equipped to react and make the right move. In an instance where a ball is coming your way, keep your eye at it. While if it's heading to your opponent, look at their shoulder positioning. If the leading shoulder is pointing in any direction, then that's the direction in which the ball is most likely to go. There are also common shot patterns to keep in mind. Most players have their preferred shots and tend to make use of them throughout the game. But depending on how the rally flows, shot patterns will fall into sequences of play. For example, a sequence pattern might be that they depend on a third shot to fall every time. As a situational pattern, a player uses a spin dink when the ball is headed to the backhand. Number 6. Doing unnecessary poaching. Generally, pickleball players consider unnecessary poaching unethical since it can disrupt the game. If you poach, you move into your teammate's court to hit a shot that is usually made by them. Poaching is an effective strategy only when necessary. Among the disadvantages of poaching is the fact that it leaves your court open. You leave your court open when you move to intercept the ball, which lets your opponent hit the ball easily into your open court, giving them an easy point. You may also disrupt the flow of the game by constantly poaching without a reason and make it harder for your partner to succeed. If poaching occurs repeatedly, it affects the team dynamic and creates a loss of confidence, which can lead to communication issues among partners. As a result, your opponent may be able to hit shots that your partner is normally able to hit. Now, in case of a floater coming to your partner's side of the court, you can move to their area and smash the ball with power. It is important to take advantage of floaters, which are soft shots that float into the air right in your smash zone. The reason why people poach these shots is because they are too good to let go. Number 5. Always staying back and stepping back. A common mistake players make at the kitchen line is that they step back and stay back until the game is over, instead of taking action. The thing is, if you're up there on your knees and you can see that a massive full-power downward attack is coming your way, you don't have much chance of getting the ball back. Stepping back and staying back is dangerous, regardless of how far it is. It is likely your opponent will hit the ball down at your feet due to the better angle and more space. Returning a ball to your feet is difficult and could cause you to pop up the ball. It is only better to step back when your opponent drops a high third shot, so you can let the ball bounce and return it. Similarly, if you're in the kitchen and anticipate a fast ball approaching, it's okay to step back to give yourself time to react. Just make sure you get back on your feet after the ball arrives. Number 4. Standing up too tall. When it comes to dinks, one of the most common mistakes is players standing too tall at the non-volley zone line. There are a couple of reasons why you should not do that. To begin with, in this position, you are not ready. Your lower body will be severed from your shot because you'll be locked at the knees. There is no way that you will not be on the back foot as soon as an attack comes. Since the drive is what can hurt you most, it is important to be prepared for the drive first. Basically, this posture won't help you much at the non-volley zone line in general, and will do more harm than good. The best way to be ready is to have your feet approximately shoulder width apart or slightly wider, your knees slightly bent, and your weight on the balls of your feet. Number 3. Taking too long to move. There are some things that are just as important as killer shots when it comes to pickleball, and it is having a quick feet. Pickleball players who aren't fast and agile enough often struggle to reach the ball in time. That's why you should improve your footwork and agility through practice and drills to avoid this mistake. In addition to speed, agility is also different from strength and is perhaps more important. With agility, it makes sure that the players are prepared to jump right into the action. Returning a serve, running down a short ball, and backing up to the baseline require agility. It is physically demanding and requires agility all throughout the game. A faster step toward the ball and rapid change of direction gives you more time to take your shot. Agility also allows a player to cover more court space and return shots more efficiently. Not only that, pickleball also requires good footwork in order to move quickly and catch the ball. It may be difficult to maintain balance and control when hitting shots if you have poor footwork. Number 2. Swinging too much. When someone resets or blocks, the arms often are moving too much as a result of too much backswing or follow-through. Pickleball players make a big mistake by taking a big backswing. A big backswing means more action on the court, and more action means more chances for mistakes. You may be unable to maintain a consistent point of contact if you take a big backswing, since you will over-rotate your body. In summary, big backswings lead to less consistency, as you will be more inclined to hit to the left or to the right, or too high or too low of your target. Now, when you're being attacked, the paddle shouldn't move. Only very little or no movement should be required. Currently, your opponent is putting almost all of their energy into regaining possession of the ball and behind the net. If it deflects, your responsibility is to ensure it clears the net and descends into the kitchen, or at least creates a low point of contact. Keeping your paddle in your peripheral vision will help you limit your backswing. Number 1. Having an overly tight grip. The grip a player uses on their paddle can have a significant impact on how well they control the ball and make shots. It is important to find a grip that feels natural and stable, and to use it consistently to avoid this error. It's common for people to hold onto their paddles too tightly during contact, creating too much bouncing energy, causing the ball to rocket out of the paddle and go higher, harder, and deeper than intended. Since you're fighting adrenaline when you're really into a game, your first reaction is to tighten your paddle. But little did you know the opposite happens with a tight grip. You're removing the natural flex and give of the paddle when you grip it tightly. This results in an undirected shot back. Ensure that your hand is loose enough to allow some of the ball's speed to be absorbed, while maintaining enough stability to prevent the paddle from becoming unstable in the process. It is essential to bear in mind that in order to accomplish a looser hand, your entire arm, starting at the shoulder, must also be on the looser side so that it too can contribute to absolving some pace at the same time. Now, to help you avoid this, there are actually methods that can be used in order to hold the paddle more lightly. For example, holding the paddle with just the thumb and index finger while maintaining it with the other fingers can help you to avoid this situation. So how did this work out for you in your game? Did you find it useful? Tell us in the comments. Also, don't forget to like this video and share it with your fellow picklers. Also, if you love pickleball, then make sure to watch this next video on our channel. Thanks for watching. Bye.